Yeah, it could be better if they didn't screw up the results like they have. I don't know. It's been obviously a good couple of weeks. Today we just kind of stayed out of trouble. I felt bad for Dario, obviously getting him and Sato. I haven't seen the replay of what actually happened there, but getting tied up. But that at least brings them back into a bit of hunting ground, which is exciting for the fans. That the championship doesn't get tied up with 2 races to go. But yeah, it was a fun race, a definitely difficult race, very hard to get into a rhythm. It's kind of difficult to try and find where the grip was because you kind of stopped, stopped again. It was one of those days where you just tried to do the best with what you had.
Oriol, we'll certainly talk about the finish here in just a minute, but you have to be encouraged with the performance of the Newman Haas racing team lately, with both you and James frequently one in the top 5 in the last several races.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it was an outstanding weekend for Newman Haas. We had the pace the whole weekend, both cars, and we were probably the most consistent team out there in qualifying for sure, and in the race I think we both had a car to win. It just feels bad when it's that close, and especially the way it ended up, that we couldn't get the win, or as Kathy was saying, I should say that like PT in Indy, I won my second race today, but it's not in the books.
Oriol Servia has been scored in second place, his best finish of the season. His previous best finish was 3rd at Milwaukee. Scott finished 3rd, his 7th podium finish of the season. We'll open it up for questions for both of them. Right here in the middle, Wolfgang.
One question for both of you. When this weather came down and the conditions changed so dramatically and we saw cars spinning and crashing into each other, did you both radio to your team how was the condition and to maybe get in touch with race control?
Yeah, I have to say, while it was green, I had more raindrops in my visor than I ever had in an oval. Usually as soon as there are a couple of drops, they stop, just because in an oval you don't really race in the rain. And we pushed it a little longer than usual, but there was still some grip out there, although it started to be a little slippery. And then in the last yellow, it kind of stopped, and just before we were going to go again, it started to sprinkle again, and I was saying, hey, it's raining a little harder. I said it a couple of times, but they said we're going green, so I got ready, and regardless of it was the right or wrong decision, they went green. And in IndyCar, I've never seen before, after they throw a green and then it goes yellow after, that they go back to restarts before. That they do that in NASCAR, I think, depending, but I've never seen that in IndyCar. So that's to me the most confusing. As Scott was saying, Ryan deserved to win because he was leading for all those laps, but I actually won the race. They went green. I was leading when the yellow came. They even called it in race control. Car 2 is the leader. He was second. He had a bad restart. I don't know what Ryan was doing. He was actually doing S's before in the corner, past the cone that you're not allowed to. And I don't know if his tires were too cold. He was not warming them up. I don't know. But they threw the green. I was ahead, and the yellow came. So again, I just have never seen how they can. I've never seen before how them reversing an order like that.
Wolfgang, did you have a follow-up to that, Wolfgang? No.
Well, maybe another one. Did you speak with your team to get in touch and clear all the confusion?
Oh yeah, no, of course. As you can imagine, I was screaming, and they were like, "Just be quiet. They are reviewing it, and we all saw you were leading, so just be quiet. Leave the radio open so we can tell you what's happening." And I told them while we were there, my heart rate was higher than in the race, just waiting. Come on, it's
Next question, Bruce.
There's a lot of anger all the way up and down pit lane and in the garage area right now. In a sense, you almost kind of feel like nobody was a winner today.
Well, I think as Oriol said, if you go off how we normally race and the rules that we have, today I don't even know why we have a rule book, because it makes no sense. When have we ever gone back? We're not racing dirt cars. We don't race USAC. We don't go back to a previous restart. We don't not count pace laps. Like, when has that ever happened in IndyCar racing? Never, since I've been in my 10 years. It's just confusing. I don't really, as Oriol said, which I stated earlier, Ryan deserved to win the race, but Oriol won, I finished second. Ryan didn't go. We went past the restart cone. you snooze, you lose, man. It's the same thing that happened, to Conway at Edmonton. If you don't go, it's free game, and he didn't go.
No, it's clear. I mean, if there would have not been the crash, they would have not reversed the order, because I was ahead. And it's like, actually, at the start of the Indy 500, Tagliani didn't go. He crossed the start-finish line first, and I crossed second. They didn't reverse. I mean, he didn't go when he was supposed to, and that's the start of the centennial of the Indy 500, where we all wanted Tag to lead, but he was sleeping. I don't know what he did. Same happened now. So I just feel like, at the end, I won the race. That's how I feel.